Look, now, I ain't much for shopping. In fact is, I never go to town. Except for when shipping time comes, I ain't that easily found. But the day come and I had to go. I left the kids with Ma. Before I left, she asked me if I would pick her up her bra. Well, I said without thinking, sure, how tough can that job be? I bent down and kissed her, said I'd be back by 3. Well, when I got done what I needed to, I started to regret ever offering to buy that thing. I started working up a sweat. I crossed that street to that ladies' shop with my hat down over my eyes. I wasn't taking no chances on being recognized. But I went right up to that sales clerk. I didn't hem nor haw. I told that gal straight out. I said, "Ma'am,
How are you?
I'm here to buy a bra." Well, from behind I heard some snickering, and I turned around to see about 15 women grinning and gawking back at me. "What style were you looking for?" she said. And I just scratched my head. I'd only seen one kind before. "I thought bras is bras," I said. Well, she rolled her eyes and said, "Sir, that's where you were wrong. Come along with me," she said. And like a dog, I tagged along. She takes me down this alley where all them bras was on display. I thought my jaw would hit the floor when I saw that lingerie. They had all these different shapes and styles like I've not seen before. I thought I'd go plumb crazy before I left that women's store. They got bras you wear for 18 hours. And them that cross your heart. They got bras that lift and separate, and that was just the start. Heck, there's bras that make you feel like you ain't wearing one at all. They got bras that you can train in for to start out when you're small. Well, I finally got it figured. I picked a black and lacy one. I told that gal to bag her up. Figured we was done. And then she asked me for the size. I didn't hesitate. I told that gal straight out. I said 6 7/8. 6 7/8, she said. Why, surely that's not right. "Yes, ma'am, I'm positive." I measured him last night. She started going into shock. I had taken her by surprise when I finally told her that my wife's bust was the same as my hat size. It's what I used to measure. I thought that it was fair. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, ma'am. But all she did was stare. By now a crowd had gathered, and they's all cracking up. When she finally asked me for my hat so she could measure for the cup. When she finally got it figured, I give the gal her pay and turned to leave the shop, tipped my hat and said good day. My wife had heard the story before I ever got back home. About 15 women had told her and called her on the phone. And she was still a-laughing, but by then I didn't care. And now I don't shop, she don't ask, and I don't shop for no more women's wear. Thank you. That was a poem from an Idaho rancher up in the Rigby area by the name of Bill Hershey.